Let's bring in senior Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez, along with ABC News national security and defense analyst Mick Mulroy, and ABC News contributor John Cohen, a former Homeland Security official, for more. Louis, you talk with defense officials every day, so how concerned are they about the threats posed by AI?
Diane, they're very concerned because exactly no one knows where this technology is headed. We know the basics of it. We know the development is underway. We know that it's not just the United States, but its main near-peer rivals, Russia and China. And they're making advancements just like the United States is. But the concern is exactly how far along will it get? And does it get to the point where it speeds up the decision-making process? And could there be, as we heard earlier, artificial intelligence is based on previous information and new information as it comes in. What if there's false information that comes in and speeds up a decision to act incorrectly, either for a weapon system or something else? So that's one concern. Another concern is, could ChatGPT, the abundance of it, actually help the development of smaller rivals like terrorist groups or potentially rogue nations like Russia, like North Korea? So when you factor those things in, it's really of concern here at the Pentagon because they're trying to figure out exactly where to take this and where this is going to go. They know that their technology often goes far ahead of federal regulations, and so they're trying to keep pace with their near-peer rivals, but at the same time try to figure out how to rein things in potentially.
Mick, you say that AI's most substantial risks come from its military applications. What's the biggest concern there?
That's right, Diane. I mean, right now, it's possible we're using AI for targeted application. For example, the recent strike against an ISIS terrorist in Syria could have used that. In the future, it might be even more advanced. We might pair AI with quantum computer, and for military decision-making process on the battlefield, that could give a huge advantage to somebody who's being able to take a lot of information and make a determination in quick time. But it could also exclude the human factor in making those decisions. And then, of course, if you create the super soldier, AI combined with advanced robotics, where it's very difficult to kill, it's also void of any morality that a human would have. So these are some of the things that are most concerning, I think, when we look at the future of where AI could take militaries around the world.
Now, John, AI can also be an asset to national security. So how could AI affect the way law enforcement monitors terror threats, for example?
Well, part of the solution to dealing with the threat posed by AI, whether it's from a cyber or physical threat perspective, is to use AI in order to detect information operations that may be intended to inspire or inform violence, to detect cyber attacks by AI-enabled computers which can exploit weaknesses more rapidly and adapt to cybersecurity measures, to detect information operations by foreign intelligence services that may be intended to sow discord, undermine confidence in democratic processes, disrupt our elections. So in some respects, while AI does present significant threat issues, it also is a part of the solution to dealing with the threat that it poses.
Louis, how does the U.S. military use AI to its advantage, and how are we seeing that help our national security?
Diane, we're seeing this development in its infancy. Really, one of the things that we're seeing is how the United States can expand its global reach and how it can expand its analysis of tons of data that's coming in. You heard Mick talk there about the ISIS targeting, potentially with think about it, lots of drones up in the sky, thousands of hours of video. What AI can do is essentially look through that video, find commonality, and remove it and focus more on what's really important in those targeting missions. Also, you're seeing right there on your screen these vehicles that are being produced by the Navy, and exactly what they do is they are broadening the Navy's reach because these are autonomous vehicles. They're using AI and machine learning to operate on their own, essentially. The idea here is that at sea, they will extend the Navy's reach so that it's not just manned vehicles at sea, but unmanned vehicles that provide greater reach.
Mick, is the U.S. ahead of its adversaries when it comes to advancing this technology, or are we behind?
So I don't know, actually. I think the U.S. does periodically looks for a technological advancement. They call it the offset. So we've had the first offset was nuclear weapons. The second was GPS satellites. And the third is likely going to be artificial intelligence. And the U.S. is moving out to make sure that we are on the front of that. But I don't know what China and Russia is doing, and I don't know that they would have any of the same restrictions that we would. And that is something very important for the international community to try to get a hold of.
All right, Mick Mulroy, John Cohen, Louis Martinez, thank you all.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.